Good evening, men. Judging by my last video's tragic analytics, how does it get this bad? No, if you're a true Roblox elder, like yours truly, a man who was there at its creation, nah, I'm kidding. I'm a new gen. My account was created just about 11 years ago, so it's not that old in the grand scheme of Roblox accounts. If I tried going into those flex your account age games, I'd probably get pointed at and laughed at by a 2006 account, which were definitely not bought off or password guessed off some dead dude. For how long this platform's been around, it's only obvious that some games are gonna die. Some faster than others. Dude, I have no idea how Survive the Zombies the Killer is even dead, bro. This is like absolute heat, and the thumbnail is Fortnite Rear. Who doesn't play this?
I don't.
I've been playing this garbage blocky game for basically half of my life now, and this video is just an excuse to talk about my favorite games growing up that are dead in the gutter. I mean, which are basically all of them, because I had very weird taste in Roblox games, such as favorite if you think Markiplier is awesome. You may be asking, what exactly classifies a game to be on this dead list? To be generous, I'd clarify it as a game that once had a large amount of active players that nowadays can't even reach 10 active, or 20 active, or 30. I'm just making this shit up as I go, to be honest. I would make this list up of just absolute pillars of Roblox, but honestly, I want to be able to squeeze in some games that are sentimental to me, and be able to check out how they've changed throughout the years, how they differ from what I remember. So if that sounds immaculate and scrumptious to you, I'm gonna cover my first game that's been tragically dead for years now. Released in February of 2010, the Stalker Reborn is an absolute classic, an absolute unit of its time. If you grew up playing similar Roblox games as I did, then you most definitely were playing this game in its prime. But nowadays, this game can't even crack over 10 players. But honestly, it doesn't even need to. Despite me branding it as a dead game, it still booms with 9 to 10 active. You may be thinking, that's a really small amount of people, and yeah, you'd be right. But these people are dedicated to Stalker. They play it all the time. So the game has a small but constant stream of people playing it, and these people love it. This game is a goddamn cult classic, so it's so fun to still see people running around in it. The Stalker Reborn wears its inspirations on its sleeve, and it's quite easy to see that by its Half-Life HUD and the sound effects it borrows. Oh yeah, and the very obvious inspiration from the hidden source, the Half-Life mod that's pretty damn sick. It's really cool to me this source mod inspired two really damn good Roblox games. This one and Anomalous Activities. When you spawn into the game, you're met with this lobby that used to be so damn cool to me at a younger age, and still is, don't get me wrong. Like, look at this thing, it's so beautiful. Around the lobby, you can find the most important landmark, being the shop, in which you can buy everything from weapons to stalker skins. Personally, I rock the John Doe one. Another part of this game that made it so great in my eyes is the customization. Honestly, I love games that make it where you want to work towards getting something. Like, I've always wanted an awesome ass combine, or maybe a powerful gun, maybe an upgrade. Talking about upgrades, that's another great addition that I'll get into later when I cover the gameplay. I don't know if this is just me, but I adore games that allow you to customize your weapons and loadout. And honestly, on Roblox, we don't get enough of that, especially not character customizations like in this game. Honestly, and another thing I adore that this game does is the customization. When a game has customization built in, I'll spend just like 30 minutes making my character perfect. I can't say the same thing about this game though, because I'm very poor. I don't really have much access to the wide range of hats and other things to make my combine look cool. Once the game is about to start, you and your fellow most likely beautifully decorated combine all pile into this fat, absolutely rotund, blocky ship. A cool thing that can happen before getting into the actual game is the dropship coming down and smashing you into tiny bloody pieces. And I figured that out the hard way.
Hey, I don't think we should be standing here.
No, we're good. Now it's time to actually dive into the core gameplay of Stalker Reborn. This game has you play as either a stalker or a combine, but let's focus on combine for now. The combine is this little freak that I'm playing as. You spawn him with a weapon of your choice from the shop. And personally, I use the AK because it's the best one. You also have a stun stick, but most sane people don't use that one. Your task as the combine is to basically just beat the ever-living shit out of the stalker. What did he do, you might ask? Well, scream really loud. Stalker Reborn really shine in multiplayer situations is the class system that I mentioned earlier. Without it, you'd all just be kinda there. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have teammates to help you, but the class system really sells this. The most important being the medic and the engineer, which can erect turrets and little detector thingies to find the stalker because it's invisible. I don't know if I mentioned that it was invisible. The main thing about this game is teamwork, and I think that's genuinely sick. Everyone will just erect their builds and just kind of camp in a corner and cuddle up to each other until the detector goes off and the hive mind just awakens. Seriously, if you have more than 6 combines on your team, you're literally just playing Hive Mind Simulator. This game could seriously be a horror game at times because you never know where the stalker is going to come from, and he can just always scream at you. That really pisses me off. On the stalker side of gameplay, you come with 3 perks, and I chose telekinesis, clones, and screaming. I know I was just hating on the screaming, but yeah, I use it in my loadout. Quite hypocritical of me. They should burn me at the stake for my sins here. Honestly, all of these are kind of damn good. The clones disrupt everyone, and you can most likely get in a few swipes, while the telekinesis is just like you straight up slam a passerby with a sofa, and the scream is just this damn game, scariest thing on the planet when I was younger. I'd play this game tensed up like my actual life was on the line. Hell, it might have been. Look at this thing. The custom Slenders could make the population of an entire Victorian city just die of a vicious heart attack. Stop It Slender was a cool-ass multiplayer horror game where you're randomly selected to play as one of these 3 classes. Slender, some random little lad who really likes to collect art, and a weird thing called a proxy, which was added later down the line into the deep dark Slender lore, which I never caught up with personally because I was afraid of him. But all of that was in the past. That was from when I last had visited Stop It Slender. Everything I said, written straight from my memories. I was completely and utterly shocked when I loaded into the game for the first time in years. The lobby was way more cluttered than it had ever been. There was like UGC being advertised, and I mean, look at these UGCs. I wouldn't be mad if it was like cool ass UGC, but what is that? This isn't even their own UGC. They're quite literally UGC drop shipping. I might be getting nitpicky here, but I don't know. That seriously took me out of it. They also changed features like Slenderman grabbing you. They changed it to a clicking minigame, which is not the worst, I guess. It also had some sort of event going on, which there were little spiders that dropped you hats for Slenderman. And they all really were bad, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Core gameplay. What is Stop It Slender like? Well, as I've stated before, it's a multiplayer horror game which is team-based. That being small little bystander and big scary tall white fella and his little weird slaves. Being a survivor means you have to look around for Slenderman's beautiful pieces of art. And I mean all around, because this game is like so unfair for the little kid. If my genius grown brain cannot find these pages, how are they, little ass kids, supposed to find them? There's also generators which open up previously locked areas. And from what I remember, you just used to click the generators to turn them on. Now you gotta crank them? Which is cool, I guess. Oh yeah, and Slenderman is coming for you. And if you're me, he's coming for you and only you, because he only seems to fucking target me. I genuinely have the worst luck on earth, and every Slenderman that has ever played this game just likes to pick on me and beat me into ashes. Talking about being beaten into ashes, let's go over my Slenderman experience. But first, look at my Slenderman. He's gay because his suit is rainbow. I honestly hate playing as Slenderman. Maybe that's just because I suck, but I remember it like yesterday, me being absolutely whipped while playing as Slenderman. Like, it was genuine child abuse. I'm also decently sure the game just hates me, like, a lot. Whenever I try killing someone, it's like I'm stroking their face seductively with my tendrils instead of actually killing them. Like, I genuinely do the least amount of damage in the world. It's starting to get bad. I could stare straight bullets into a man's face for 30 minutes and have no effect take place. I quite literally played like peekaboo with my friend trying to repair the generator. Look at this shit!
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me at least look.
If I had to make a tier list of the games I played the most on this list, it would be this game, above anything else. Flood Escape has been the game I return to no matter what. It's just fun. Flood Escape hit Roblox on August 15th of 2010, and almost instantly cemented itself as a classic game, getting insane visits. And from what I remember, it used to be completely active at all times, and even inspired some very cheap knockoffs, such as Volcano Escape. But honestly, this game was such a good ripoff, I do not care. It's like those sketchy looking off-brand cereals that are so damn good. I want cereal now. So basically, Flood Escape is like cool. Flood Escape genuinely had such a good gameplay loop to the point where I was put in the same map like 6 times over and never got bored of it. I just kept mastering the maps, or at least attempting to. And honestly, the gravity coil is genuinely a personality test for the average Flood Escape player. If you jump up and wait at the gates for us to finish, your name is most likely Jeremiah and you own 3 lanyards. And wear them all at once. I think the mixing of the levels is a lot of what keeps it fresh. When I was playing this as a wee lad, I would never even get close to harder intermediate. I would try a couple of times and be struck by slippery ice floors and come to the conclusion that this is the hardest game I've ever touched, and I'm never getting past this actually. And going back to Flood Escape, I was able to clear hard mode maps with so much ease that I could probably play it with my feet. Yeah, so take that, you dumb fucking 7-year-old. Putting the main game off to the side for a small tangent, but I love the lobby in this game, down to every small detail. Like, there isn't a boatload of things to do here, but there is sword fights, which I remember being super fun, but I can't jump down there anymore. Another part of the lobby I love is this whole practice area. And I mean, yeah, it's literally just a practice area. There's not much mileage you can get out of it unless you're playing with your life on the line and need all the training you can get, but I can't say I've experienced that. A game that's always been doing so well for all of the time I've been on this platform, being delegated to like it's 20 players at a time, will never not make me sad, but I'm glad it gets at least players. Unlike, I know the MicahDeez nation is gonna cry to this profound and evil knowledge, but out of this entire list, APOC is probably the one I played the least. But I think this game is a genuine gem. APOC starts off with you creating a character, which again, I must say is a thing I love. A cool thing about this game is you can select perks that give you some powers, such as not being obese so you walk quietly, or just straight up having a bountiful harvest of HP at your disposal. When I first played APOC, the one I'd always go with is the one that made it so you could run longer, but that was just because I had no bit of game sense in my mind. I just wanted to run for like 2 days straight. The tragic thing about this is the characters don't save. I'd have to take 30 hours making my beautiful boy all over again. I would always just end up caving and becoming a default guy. You spawn in on this big ass map and have to scavenge and loot to survive zombies, which are non-existent. I literally ran into a good 3 zombies. They were almost, if not, just as scarce as the players were. And when I killed the zombies, they just kind of fell through the floor, which I genuinely don't remember that happening, so I don't think it was supposed to happen, like, at all. The thing that made APOC stand out for me was the inventory sorting, and honestly the guns too. Most Roblox games at the time, the ammo was never this deep. It was just like, click this box to refill, or like you just had infinite ammo. In this game, you literally have to manage your inventory, which is so damn cool. It added a layer of realism, or well, as realistic as a Roblox game in this era could have been. This game will also leave you struck with betrayal, and I'm walking evidence of this. I was enjoying looking into the void with my bro, and what does he do? He murders me in cold blood. What a fake one. See, this game teaches you good morals, like kill people with guns if they make weird noises at you. Okay, the video ends now. Please subscribe. Goodbye.